the human! Teachers! Can't stop wars!
For 100 years, the galaxy had known only war. Planet after planet fell, meteor disappeared. Peace had become a forgotten word. The Galactic Council called one final meeting. Every alien leader arrived. Gray alien generals, blue alien commanders, reptilian warlords, robot diplomats, energy beings. Everyone had a different plan. Everyone wanted more weapons, more ships, more soldiers. Then someone suggested a human, not a general, not a politician, a school teacher. The council burst into laughter. A teacher? This is a war. But there was nothing left to lose. So they invited Daniel Carter, age 41, human, school teacher. He arrived wearing a light brown blazer, a crisp white shirt, a navy blue tie, dark navy trousers, polished brown shoes, thin rectangular glasses, carrying an old leather satchel filled with books and notebooks. The alien supreme commander pointed toward the exit. Go home. Teachers, don't stop wars. Daniel quietly smiled. He bent down, picked up a single piece of chalk, then looked at the giant holographic galaxy map and softly said, "Every war begins with someone who stopped listening." The entire council chamber fell silent. Silence filled the chamber. The alien supreme commander crossed his arms. Listening won't stop an invasion. Daniel didn't argue. He quietly walked to the center of the council. He placed his old leather satchel on the floor. Instead of taking out a weapon, he removed a small children's book. The council laughed again. "Is this a joke?" Daniel opened the first page. It showed two children from different worlds sharing one meal. He looked around the room. "Tell me something. Were any of you born hating each other?" No one answered. Daniel continued. "Then hatred was taught, which means it can also be untaught." The robot diplomat paused. Its processors began calculating. Statement logically valid. The reptilian warlord slammed his fist on the table. "Enough! Words cannot defeat our enemies." Daniel calmly picked up the piece of white chalk. He drew one small circle on the giant holographic galaxy map, then softly said, "Before you teach someone how to fight, teach them who they're fighting for." Every eye turned toward the glowing circle. Every leader looked at the glowing circle. Daniel drew another, then another. Soon, the galaxy map was covered with circles. The alien supreme commander frowned. "What does this mean?" Daniel quietly replied, "Every circle is a child who will lose a family if this war begins." Silence returned. The blue alien commander looked at the map. His voice softened. "My daughter lives here." A gray alien general pointed to another world. "My grandson is there." For the first time, the council stopped seeing planets. They saw families. The robot diplomat recalculated the invasion, projected civilian casualties 93 billion. The chamber fell silent. Daniel closed his book. Wars are planned with numbers. Peace begins with names. Suddenly, the emergency alarm echoed. A giant holographic screen appeared. An unknown fleet had entered the galaxy. Millions of warships. No one recognized their symbol. The planetary AI announced unknown civilization arriving in 8 minutes. Every alien reached for their weapons. Daniel did not move. He quietly whispered, "This is the real lesson." The council prepared for battle. Massive warships powered up. Energy cannons charged. The unknown fleet kept coming closer. The alien supreme commander raised his hand. Fire. Daniel quietly stepped forward. "Wait!" The commander shouted. "Move aside." Daniel removed a small piece of chalk from his pocket. Instead of activating a weapon, he wrote one word on the giant holographic screen. "Hello." Every alien stared. The commander scoffed. "You're greeting an invasion?" Daniel smiled. "I'm giving them the first choice." For several long seconds, nothing happened. Then the unknown fleet stopped. Every ship went silent. The council held its breath. Suddenly, a transmission appeared. An unfamiliar alien child looked into the camera. The child softly asked, "You can speak our language?" The entire council froze. Daniel nodded. Every child learns faster than every soldier. The child smiled, then said, "We've been looking for friends." The alien supreme commander slowly lowered his weapon. No one had expected the greatest fleet in history to arrive with children instead of conquerors. The chamber remained silent. No one could believe what they had seen. The unknown fleet had crossed an entire galaxy, not to conquer, to search. The alien child looked at Daniel. "Are you our teacher?" Daniel smiled. "No, I'm still a student." The child laughed. Behind the child, millions of unknown alien citizens appeared. Families, parents, children, not soldiers. The robot diplomat scanned the fleet. No active weapons detected. The alien supreme commander whispered, "We almost started another war." Daniel closed his eyes. Fear always speaks before wisdom. Suddenly, a massive golden ship moved to the front. Everyone prepared for the worst. A door slowly opened. An elderly alien walked out, holding only a book. The council watched in disbelief. The old alien teacher smiled at Daniel, then quietly said, "It took us 500 years to find another teacher." Every leader lowered their weapons. The elderly alien teacher walked toward Daniel. Neither of them carried a weapon, only books. The entire Galactic Council watched in silence. The old teacher opened his ancient book. Inside were drawings made by children from hundreds of worlds. Daniel smiled. "Your students made these?" The old teacher nodded. "When children draw together, they stop seeing enemies The robot diplomat analyzed the book. Shared learning reduces conflict by 98%. The alien supreme commander removed his battle medal. He placed it on the table. I've won 30 wars, but never earned peace. Daniel picked up a blank notebook. He wrote one title, The First Galactic School. Every leader looked at each other. The reptilian warlord slowly stood up. If our children learn together, they'll never fight each other. One by one, every leader signed the notebook. Then the planetary AI made a historic announcement. Galactic war canceled. Peace accord accepted by all civilizations. For the first time in 100 years, the galaxy heard no alarms, only applause. The first galactic school opened. Children from hundreds of civilizations arrived. Gray aliens, blue aliens, reptilians, robots, energy beings. For the first time, they sat in the same classroom, not as enemies, as classmates. Daniel walked to the front. He picked up a small piece of chalk. Then he wrote one question. What makes a family? The classroom became quiet. One child raised a hand. The same planet. Daniel smiled. He shook his head. Another child answered. The same species. Daniel again smiled. No. Then the little unknown alien child who first said hello slowly stood and softly said, the people who choose to protect each other. Daniel smiled. Exactly. Suddenly, the school began to shake. The planetary AI interrupted. Warning. Unknown anomaly approaching. Outside the classroom, a gigantic black sphere appeared. It swallowed light itself. Every child looked toward the window. Daniel did not run. He quietly said, Class, our next lesson has arrived. The giant black sphere hovered above the school. It made no sound. It gave no warning. The planetary AI scanned it. Then its voice changed. Object cannot be identified. Every leader outside prepared for battle. Warships surrounded the school. Children began to panic. Daniel walked to the window. He quietly said, no one move. The little alien child looked at him. Aren't you afraid? Daniel smiled. Every child deserves one adult who stays calm. Suddenly, the black sphere opened, not with fire, not with weapons. Thousands of glowing books floated into space. Ancient books from civilizations long extinct. The robot diplomat analyzed the signal. Archive confirmed. The library of the first galaxy. The elderly alien teacher whispered with tears in his eyes. We thought it was only a legend. Daniel reached out. One glowing book landed in his hands. Its cover opened by itself. Inside was written one sentence. Knowledge shared is a civilization saved. Every child smiled. Every leader lowered their weapons. For the second time in one day, the galaxy chose learning over fear. The library of the first galaxy opened its doors. Millions of ancient books floated across the stars. Every child watched in wonder. The planetary AI announced knowledge archive contains over 1 trillion years of history. The alien supreme commander removed his battle armor. He quietly said, "I've carried weapons my whole life. Today, I'll carry books." The reptilian warlord did the same. Then, the gray alien general, one by one, every leader, placed their weapons on the floor. Daniel smiled. The elderly alien teacher walked beside him. "You taught them without forcing anyone," Daniel quietly replied. "Real education opens doors. It never pushes people through." Suddenly, one tiny human child raised a hand. "Teacher, who owns all these books?" Daniel looked at every child in the classroom, then gently said, "The moment knowledge is shared, it belongs to everyone." The children smiled. Across the galaxy, schools began opening, one after another. Years passed. The galaxy never saw another war. Battlefields became universities. War factories became schools. Children from thousands of civilizations learned together. One peaceful morning, Daniel returned to Earth, back to the same small classroom where his journey had begun. Old desks, old chalkboard, smiling children. Nothing had changed except the stars. He quietly placed the ancient galactic book on his desk. A little girl raised her hand. "Teacher, what's the most powerful thing in the universe?" Daniel smiled. He picked up a small piece of chalk. He wrote one word on the board, "Learn," then quietly said, "A weapon can protect a world, but education can protect every generation." Far away across the galaxy, millions of children opened their books at the exact same moment. The planetary AI broadcast one final message to every civilization. Galactic status. 1,000 years. Without war. Reason. One human. Teacher. Daniel looked out the classroom window toward the stars and smiled. The end.
Wars end with victories, but learning lasts forever.